Once upon a time, in a small village in India, there lived a farmer named Ram. Ram was a hard-working and honest man who loved his family and the land that he cultivated. He had a small farm where he grew wheat, rice, and other crops. He worked tirelessly on his farm, day and night, to provide for his family. One day, while Ram was working in his fields, he saw a man walking towards him. The man was dressed in fine clothes and looked very rich. Ram was surprised to see him in the village, as it was a remote area, and not many rich people visited there. The man introduced himself as a merchant from a nearby town. He told Ram that he was looking for a piece of land to buy, and he had heard that Ram had a very fertile piece of land. The merchant offered to buy Ram's land for a hefty price, which was many times more than what it was worth. Ram was tempted by the offer. He knew that the money he would get from the sale of his land would be enough to provide a comfortable life for his family for many years. He thought about it for a moment and then agreed to sell his land to the merchant. The next day, Ram went to the merchant's office to sign the papers and receive his payment. The merchant gave him a bag full of gold coins and told him that he could come back to the office anytime he wanted to get more money. Ram was overjoyed. He had never seen so much money in his life. He thanked the merchant and went home to show the money to his family. His wife and children were happy to see so much wealth, and they started planning how to use it. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Ram and his family lived a comfortable life, spending their money on new clothes, jewelry, and other luxuries. They stopped working on the farm, as they no longer needed to work to survive. However, something strange happened. Ram noticed that his family was no longer as happy as they used to be. They had everything they wanted, but they were not satisfied. They had lost the sense of purpose and meaning in their lives. Ram himself started feeling restless. He missed the sound of his farm, the smell of the soil, and the sight of his crops swaying in the wind. He realized that his land was not just a piece of property. It was a part of his identity, his legacy, and his connection to the earth. One day, Ram decided to go back to his farm. He wanted to see how it was doing, even though he had sold it. When he reached the farm, he saw that the land was barren, and the crops had withered away. There was no sign of life, and the soil looked dry and lifeless. Ram realized his mistake. He had sold his land, which was his source of livelihood, and his family's heritage, for a few pieces of gold. He had let his greed and temptation cloud his judgment, and he had lost the most valuable thing in his life. Ram felt ashamed and regretful. He realized that money could not buy happiness or meaning in life. He decided to take action and fix his mistake. He went to the merchant's office and asked him to cancel the sale of the land. He was ready to return the money and take his land back. The merchant was surprised to see Ram, but he was impressed by his honesty and integrity. He agreed to cancel the sale and return Ram's land to him. Ram felt a huge weight lifted off his shoulders, and he went back to his farm, feeling grateful and happy. From that day onwards, Ram worked even harder on his farm. He understood the value of hard